friends, today I'm going to be continuing organizing items in my craft room, and today I'm working on organizing some of my vintage lace and trims and even some of my seam binding. And I get a lot of these things from my local reuse store, Scrappy Elephant. So I actually have a bag full in here, and a lot of the laces are wrapped on these cardboards, or even some of them are still in their packaging. Like this is considered a lace seam binding, and I've been taking them out and wrapping them around these wooden clothespins that my mom got me. She got me this huge 100 pack off of Amazon. I'll link it below. And I'm using this and then these elastics from the Dollar Tree to kind of hold everything. It's not working as well for this more bulky items like this little eyelet lace there. I actually had to cut this in half to wrap both of them around, or like this one's really chunky, but it lets me see what I have. So I want to show you how I was wrapping that around. So let me see. This one is quite wide, but I think it will work. So let's take this off of the cardboard because, and this is actually in two pieces, I don't like keeping it on this cardboard because it kind of leaves an indent in the lace and kind of crinkles it. So this is actually in two pieces, which works. So what I'm doing is I'm starting by adding my lace in that little slit there, and then I'm just working on wrapping it, and I kind of go from the bottom and slowly wrap my way around to the top there. And then once I get to the top, I just work on wrapping back towards the bottom. And I can only do a couple of these at a time because it really is hard on my hand and my wrist. So I do like maybe 3 and then come back and do a couple more the next day, and so on. And then I just start wrapping it back around to the top. And then once it's wrapped, I just grab one of these elastics here. And since it's in two pieces, I'm going to wrap this in two pieces. And I just take one of these elastics and wrap it around to hold it. So let's do this other piece here. This is kind of cut here on the end. So I'm actually going to trim that part off. And then we'll wrap this one. I did not do a very good job cutting that. It's a little crooked. So when I go to use this, I'll make sure that I trim that a little better. All right. So just work. And I kind of let the clothespin kind of do a lot of the work as far as wrapping it around and kind of keeping it as tight as I can. But I mostly just stabilize the lace with my right hand and then roll it with my left, like so. It is a bit of a workout on my, like I said, on my hand, and even this one just stabilizing it. If you have any kind of problems with your hands, you'll want to take this in steps. So I have that one, and then let's do another one that is not wrap. Let's do this one. This is some more of the seam binding, and when I come across these, I have a little container that I put those in. So let's unwrap this really quick. And this was in a couple of pieces as well, and this piece looks a little worn, and this at the end is okay. I don't mind the crinkled look, but I like to look through here. As you can see how this is wearing on the seam binding, I'm hoping that by wrapping it around the clothespin, that will kind of help. That'll kind of help with those creases. And then this is not going to be as much as the blue, but you just kind of keep working. Let me get in camera there. You just kind of keep working this around. Wow, this clothespin has seen better days. Why is there glue on this clothespin? That's weird. There's like hot glue on this clothespin. Like someone had tried to use it. But this was a brand new pack, so that's kind of random. But so once I get to the top, I'll just keep working on making my way down. And then we'll wrap this, and then I'll be able to see that I have this yellow here. So I'm going to wrap this. I'm going to wrap this around off camera a little bit. And then just add one of our little bands here, and ta-da! So I'm going to just keep working on this till I get the rest of these in this bag wrapped. So this will be probably another month or two project of getting all these wrapped. And then once I get these wrapped, whatever clothespin I have left over, I have a big jar of scrap lace and like pom-pom trims and things. And I never know what's in there because it's all shoved in there in a mess. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with these and the scraps. Speaking of glue, there's glue on this one. That's random. I wonder if someone got this package from Amazon and used it. So I wonder if there's not 100 of them in that package. That's just random that there's glue there. Anyway, enough of spiraling. Let me show you what container I'm going to add these to. So I have this really large glass container that held my eyelets and brads, and I emptied those out in preparation of adding this. So I need to decide if I'm going to do all my vintage trims and laces in here or just laces. But I'm thinking I could even take and once I have them all done, I could even kind of line them up on the side like so, like this, so you could see them, or just have fun and toss them in here like that, and then I could see on all sides of the container. So that's the plan for my vintage trims and laces. And I think this will be really pretty in my craft room. So thanks for stopping by and organizing some more supplies with me. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.